The South Gippsland Railway, a tourist railway located in Gippsland, Victoria, about a 2-hour drive from Melbourne. Ran on a section of the former South Gippsland Railway between Nora, Leongatha and Korumburra. The South Gippsland line was also known as the Great Southern Railway, and it was opened from Cranbourne to extend to Cooroorup, Nora and Lock in 1890, then to Korumburra and Leongatha in 1891. The line had numerous branch lines, which included the Strzelecki line, branching from Cooroorup, the Wonthaggi line, branching from Nowra, the Coal Creek, Australia Coal and Outrim lines, branching from Korumburra, and the Barry's Beach Oil Terminal line, branching between Tora and Welshpool, as well as the Port Albert line, branching from Alberton. The Barry Beach freight service ceased in 1992, and the line beyond Leongatha was effectively booked out. V-Line passenger services ceased at Leongatha on the 24th of July 1993, and by the mid-90s, only the T, P and Y class diesel locomotives were used on this line due to their low axle loads, with a 15km/h speed limit applying to parts of the track. This continued until the 15th of January 1998, when the Killara siding near Nora to Spotswood sand train ceased operation. But then in 1994, two groups worked in partnership under the banner of the South Gippsland Tourist Railway, and a section of the South Gippsland Railway line from Langlang to Leongatha was leased by the Victorian Government to the South Gippsland Railway. The line saw a lot of movements from the group, with both classic Victorian Railways and South Australian Railways rolling stock being used, as well as special tours from preservation groups like SteamRail. The last train ran on the 29th of November 2015. At the SGR annual meeting on the 16th of January 2016, the membership decided to close the railway for a number of reasons, including the low number of active volunteers and the lack of finance to repair ageing rolling stock and infrastructure. And now in November 2020, the line is being ripped up to become a rail trail. Now, why am I here and why am I saying these things? Well, now that things are returning to normal, at the end of this month, most of our tourist railways in Victoria, at least, will have reopened. And with them being closed for the better part of 2020, they haven't exactly seen a lot of financial revenue. And like a lot of you, I enjoy chasing trains around the country, or countryside. And unfortunately, and as harsh as this sounds, that offers no financial gain or benefit to any of those organisations. What I'm saying is you need to start riding trains, and you need to start getting memberships. If you enjoy catching, I don't know, classic Victorian Railways rolling stock through the goldfields, you should probably buy a VGR membership. And if you enjoy going to Puffing Billy and riding the narrow gauge train through the Dandenongs, probably buy a membership, especially at this time. I mean, a railway like PBR, they almost solely rely on the tourist money, and well, there's no tourists coming here to ride the trains. Buy a ticket, go for a ride, grab some mates, have an awesome day out. Because that's the only way that we're going to be able to keep riding these trains and keep chasing them and seeing them, is by financially supporting them. So the reason I'm here in Gippsland is because this railway closed, and there wasn't even a global pandemic on stopping any revenue or any support. It just stopped because no one came. My point is, if you want to see heritage railways operating, you need to financially support them. It's all well and good going and taking photos and having a day out chasing trains. I love it. It's one of my favourite things to go and do. But the organisations that actually run those events or operate those tourist railways, it offers them no financial gain by us just going out and enjoying chasing trains around. The only way that we're going to be able to continue to have these kind of events and organisations is if we actually go out and financially support them. You can buy a membership. You can go for an actual ride on the train. It sounds like such a simple thing, but that, I don't know, I guess it maybe costs you anywhere between $30 and $100, depending on the organisation, depending on the tour, or maybe even more if it's an overnight trip. But you should probably start doing it at least this year, or buy a membership, or if you've really got the time, volunteer at those organisations. For me, I mean, I love going to the VGR. I don't have a membership, and I've only ridden it once in the last probably 10 years. It's not good enough. So what I'm proposing, or at least what I'm going to do this year, next year, I guess, I'm going to start a little vlog, trip review kind of channel, and I'm going to start riding these trains. And I'm going to tell you what I think of them, what it's like, experiences, what's going on, and I'm also going to buy a membership. Each tour I go on, whether it's 707 operations or Puffing Billy, or heck, if we get into state, we'll see. I'll buy a membership to each place that I go as well, to help financially support these organizations so that they can continue their work and that we can enjoy for a long time to come these railways, because I don't want to see anywhere like this. I mean, being out here today going between Cranbourne and Leon Gather, this would have been an amazing railway, and I'm really sad that I never got to ride it, and I'm even more upset that it's just going to become a walking trail. That's no good. But that's something I can get into in another video. If you want to see me do the history of this line in, I guess, great depth, let me know. But for now, I'm going to, try and actively support these organizations that I've got so much enjoyment out of. I know that you have got so much enjoyment out of over the years by putting my money where my mouth is. Like I said, it does sound harsh, but going out and taking photos of trains going past, or at least heritage organizations going past, doesn't actually help. Doesn't help them continue. So, if you like the sound of what I propose that I'm going to do next year, hit the subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Let me know what you think of my idea. You can also follow all my social media, Facebook, Instagram, and my website, which I've launched now. I will leave links for all of them in the description below. So, yeah, if you're keen, subscribe, and I'll see you soon in a trip review. Thanks for watching. Hooroo.